Yeah, my name is Arjun, and what do you want to know about me, ma'am? I really don't want.
Anything. What would you like to share with us today?
Okay. I'm Arjun, and I like to play the drums. I'm someone who really likes to explore new things. That's why I've taken commerce as a subject, as a
Oh,
stream
good.
actually. So because it opens up my mind to various new ideas.
Oh, okay, great.
Wonderful.
That's interesting.
Let's move on to Chetan then.
Yes.
Yes, Chetan.
Hello, hello, ma'am.
Hello.
My name is Chetan. I'm really confused what I will take in grade 11. I'm kind of trying to explore all the options that there are. But I'm
Good.
mainly interested in commerce and science. And especially business. That's the reason I'm attending today's orientation.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Paridhi,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, can we know something about you? A brief introduction, a few lines.
Okay. So I'm Parithi, and I've taken humanities this year in 11th, and I'm interested to know about how business is, and yeah.
So you're trying to explore the subject actually. So we'll help you do that today. So can we move on to Karman Singh?
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, sorry, ma'am.
Never mind. Okay. So can you talk about yourself?
Ma'am, I've taken psychology plus commerce basically, and I have a keen interest on doing a sports management in as my career, and and business. I've had a keen interest in business at a very young age, so I'd like to study about it.
Okay. Can we move on to the next one? Spriha Singh. Spriha? I think she is not able to connect. Yes, Spriha,
I
can
wanted to, you know,
Ma'am,
yes.
Priya is speaking, ma'am. Priya is speaking.
yeah. So I basically want to do economics as my undergrad. So I was asked that if you take commerce subjects, mainly it will only help me. And then when Sarthak, my brother, was studying, I actually got a little interest in this subject. So I started studying some of his work. So somewhere going to that in that field. Was I audible?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay, Arshia. Arshia?
Good afternoon. My name is Arshia. And, ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yes, yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Arshia, and I've chosen commerce with maths as a stream. But I'm slightly confused between BST and psychology. So I think I just want to explore my options right now and keep it open. I am interested in business studies, so I just wanted to attend the orientation to understand what is that we'll be actually learning throughout the next 2 years, and that's about it, I believe.
Okay. Well, can you
Can
just...
I request, sorry, Sadhya ma'am, can I
Yeah.
request everybody else to mute their mics because there's a lot of background noise that's coming in. Yes, thank you.
Okay. So can we just quickly move one by one instead of me just calling out the names? We can just have Aditya talking about himself, then we can have Devansh, then Pranay, then Diya, like this. Okay. So yes, Aditya, let's have something to hear from you. Aditya Bhandari, can you just unmute yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to attend today's orientation because I'm confused in choosing accounts and business studies. So I'm just here for today's orientation to see what we are going to do, and I'm going to attend the accounts orientation also and see what I'll take for the next year.
Okay. Devansh, can we have you next? I think we are not able to hear you, Devansh. You need to unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Devansh. So I decided to choose BST because I wanted to explore that subject today and I wanted to do business in future. So I was sure for that. So that's why I chose this subject.
Okay. Let's move on to Pranay.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Pranay, and I haven't chosen my subjects yet, and I'm confused between commerce and humanities. So I'm basically exploring all the subjects.
Wonderful.
I have a point here. Good afternoon, everyone. We all know you're attending the orientation because you're confused, because you want to figure out options. Don't say what is obvious. That's obvious, right? What ma'am and Arushi ma'am and Sadia ma'am want to know, they just want to know you more a little bit, So one thing that they would want to, that you want to share about yourselves with them is something that they want to know, right? Either you join business studies as your choice of subject in 11th or 12th, or you're not. So the 31 students who are there, including us, are the ones who are confused, who don't have an understanding about business studies, and hence we are here. So don't repeat this line. Just say that I like music and I've been helping my mother, or I want to, I want to do this, or, whatever, something like that is what Sadia ma'am and Arushi ma'am and I would also
absolutely.
like. Yeah.
Okay, so can we move on to Dia then?
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. I'm Dia. So, as you all know that we are having this orientation to just see what subjects we can take. So in this long break, I am learning how to bake. Yeah, and also I learn music in this break. Yeah.
That's very interesting. Good.
That's wonderful. Hiral Arora. Okay. Why are you not putting your videos on? We want to see you also. Yes. Yes, Hiral.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Hiral. I have an interest in bio, but I'm here exploring my options.
Okay. Tell about yourself. What do you like? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? Something about yourself.
I like creative arts like theater and dancing.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so Raghav, it's your turn now. Unmute yourself first.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Raghav. Raghav Menon. And I am very much into music. I like sports. I play the guitar. And yeah, that's about it. And this lockdown has been really getting up on my nerves.
Okay. So next we have Soham. Soham, am I pronouncing correctly? Please correct me if I'm doing it wrong. How do you pronounce your name?
Ma'am, it's Soham.
It's Soham. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell about yourself.
So I am not enjoying the quarantine. I have to do a lot of work at home, helping my mother.
Okay.
So it's a tough job.
Yeah. So what is the one thing that you're going to do once this whole thing is getting over? So what is the one thing you're dying to do that once this lockdown is over?
I just want to drive my car. I really like it.
You want to go for a long drive?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
You really have a license to drive?
No, ma'am. But I can drive in my locality, in my society.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's have Pranav talking about himself.
Hello, I'm Pranav. And the quarantine right now has been really annoying because I haven't been able to get out much. I'm looking into commerce to go into chartered accountancy, and I think business studies would be a good option for that. I like reading, playing games, and talking a lot. Thank you.
Okay, Shreya Mittal, your turn. Yes, Shreya, let's know something about you. I don't know. I think maybe she is not there. Okay,
Yeah.
we can move on to the next one in that case. Yes, Prateek Navani. Prateek, are you there? Okay, Ananya Manas.
Anya.
Anya,
Hello,
yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, hello.
So I've been like during this break, I've learned how to like explore more mediums in painting, and I've been learning gardening as well. So that's one way.
Okay. Shreya Mittal was there. I think I missed out Shreya. Shreya, would you like to talk about yourself?
Good morning, everybody. I am Shreya Mittal. Good afternoon, everybody. And these days I've been busy sleeping a lot and learning how to play cards, I guess. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Abhimanyu. Are you there, Abhimanyu? Okay. Utpal. Have we done with Utpal? Purvi. Yes, Utpal.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Utpal and I like doing gymnastics, and nowadays I am sleeping a lot. That's it.
Okay. So Purvi.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Purvi, and I like to. So right now, I've been learning how to cook, and I'm just here. I just wanted to know a little about I just wanted to know what all happening in business studies. So that's it, ma'am.
Okay. We have Shashi ma'am with us. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. I'm
Good
just there
afternoon,
to say hello, all the best, and
Good afternoon,
just
ma'am.
take it
Good
forward.
afternoon,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon to all of you. Lovely to see all of you here. Please take it forward. I'm just a fly on the wall. Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Now, all of you, we have someone very special also with us today. And I would like her to introduce herself. We have Ananya Meghani. You must have seen her around in the campus. So I would like her to introduce herself first, and then we'll have to learn from her experiences, from the challenges which she has faced, and she will also update you about all the things that you're going to go through this subject. So yes, Ananya, over to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ananya Meghani, and I had commerce with psychology. So I had economics, business studies, accountancy, psychology, and English in grade 11 and 12. I'm interested in pursuing law. I was always interested in pursuing the corporate aspect of law. So I took up commerce as my stream in grade 11, 12. Business studies, in fact, was one of my favorite subjects throughout grade 11, 12. And I can proudly say that my performance also has been consistent throughout grade 11 and 12. And I'm excited to help you all, guide you all in this session. And let's make the session a meaningful session together.
Wonderful. We'll look forward to that. Yeah, we also have Arushi ma'am with us. I would like Arushi ma'am to just introduce herself, and then I will proceed with my introduction. Then we'll take you through the whole journey of business studies. Okay, so yes, over to Arushi.
Sorry. Thank you, Sadhya ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I do recognize some of the faces over here as they've interacted with some of you over club meetings and house activities and council interactions. Most of you I haven't taught, so I'm really excited to have a new batch of students come to us. I teach business studies, yes, and to grade 12 I'm also teaching entrepreneurship. So business studies will be divided between Sadhya ma'am and me in this academic session.
Okay, so we are now together in this journey. Before we begin, yes, I'll introduce myself. I think most of you have seen me around. My name is Sadia Sayyed, and just like Arushi ma'am, I'll be also taking up business studies and entrepreneurship. And we will just today give you a glimpse of the subject and try to make you understand what all you are going to go through. And yes, we'll have a very major part paid by Ananya over here because she is an experience holder. So I'll be sharing my screen, and I want everyone to just go through this. Okay. Are you able to view my screen, everyone? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, we come to the slide where we are talking about the introduction over here, and we talk about business being a dynamic process. So I would like to know from you all that if I'm talking about dynamism, what kind of dynamism we are talking about? Yes. Please, you can unmute yourself. Anybody who would like to answer, just give their inputs over here. What do you mean by dynamism? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Yes.
basically how a lot of change keeps coming. So basically, I think business is a dynamic process because as the development of technology is taking place in the modern world today, for example, artificial intelligence and different machineries that are being introduced into the industry, we can help advance the different levels of business or different types of businesses to become better and more developed.
Yes. So one thing I want to add over here, if I'm talking about business being a dynamic process, so what is the part the businessman has to play? Can anybody tell me that? Yes, Arjun, can you just add on this? If I'm talking about dynamism, so what kind of part a businessman has to play?
They have to handle the negotiations between the different entities which are there, right? For example, if you're negotiating with someone to get a lot of machinery, the company which supplies the machinery, they have to undertake negotiations, the different financial matters, there are many different aspects to it. So they have to also think logically, or like whichever they have a list of companies which are supplying the same product, and we have to see which one is better for our company or whatever we are using, right?
So we can just put it like this: they have to adapt to the changes, they have to have quick decision making, and they have to keep on understanding the changes which are taking place in the environment. So if you talk about the subject, it's a subject which is relating to the environment. It is something which you have to keep a track of what is going on in the system, and you have to adapt accordingly. Okay. Now we have in our subject, we will be going through, and I will be asking Arushi ma'am to take you through the 11th and 12th through the flowcharts in those slides. But before that, when we are talking about this subject, we have a very interesting element in this subject which you will definitely like, the practical aspect. in both 11th as well as 12th. It is not just theory that you just have to go through and do this. You have a practical element. I would like Arushi ma'am to add about the, you go for these trainings. So we can have in 11th, we have students going for trainings to different organizations. So I would like Arushi ma'am to just highlight those things to the students. Yes, Arushi.
Internships? Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
internships.
Thank you, Sadhya ma'am. So basically with business studies, the whole idea is that you not only get a glimpse of how or what business is, but you actually are able to understand how the real business world functions. Obviously, that understanding develops over a period of time through reading, through engaging in a lot of discussions. But what is primarily required is that you connect what you're reading to what is happening in the real business world with all the events and activities taking place. So most of you, I am assuming, would have a habit of reading, and I would suggest that if not, then please inculcate the habit of reading the newspaper. That becomes very important. As right now, Sadhya ma'am and Arjun just mentioned about business being a dynamic process, and now is actually the time then that you would experience how what is happening around all of us impacts the daily business operations also. We have obviously been talking about the loss of livelihoods and how the COVID outbreak is impacting economic activities. All of this has a long-term impact. So similarly, there have been past events which have impacted businesses, their performance, their working, their planning, their strategies, everything. So the practical aspect of trade, practical aspect of industry becomes very important. And it's very interesting to know that the domains of psychology, domains of sociology, politics, laws, all of these come together when we talk about business studies, and the dynamic world of business. In grade 11, the CGC also organizes internships. So Samneet ma'am and Nitina ma'am would definitely guide you on that, but that internships really give you a glimpse of the insides of an enterprise or an office. There are times when we're really not able to picture how things would happen. So it is these field experiences that help us garner those understandings and that help us build the perspectives behind the working.
So this is one of the practical aspects we also have in our subject, and you will really enjoy it. You will have a good exposure and you will have a hands-on work experience along with the theoretical subjects which you will be going by. We move on to the next part over here. That is, we are talking about the things that you are going to do as a syllabus, a part of your syllabus, the outline of grade 11. Okay, so when we are talking about the grade 11, that is your present grade, we have basically divided the whole thing into 3 parts. That is the foundation of business, finance and trade. And we are basically relating everything with 3 basic questions, which you will always be asking over here, that what, why, and how. So here in grade 11, the business, the whole thing, we are going to talk about the classification. Like how can we divide the whole thing into different parts, like industry, where the things are produced, then what are the different parts in which it is done, then commerce, then how the trade is taking place, and all those services which are helping us. So you're going to always relate yourself to these basic 3 questions which are always there. We will be also talking about the objectives, that why do we need to do business? What is the reason why we want to do this? Is it just economic, or if there has a social aspect also? So you must be very aware about, during the COVID-19, we have a lot of organizations which are into social kind of perspective also. Can you give examples of anyone who are doing some social work during this time of crisis as an organization? Anyone?
WHO.
Yes.
I guess.
Fundings.
I'm Tata.
Tata, okay. What else?
Fundings.
Okay. So they are into the social work also. They are providing a kind of a social kind of a support to the people during this crisis. We have organizations which are paying extra to their employees just to combat this crisis. We have organizations which are donating ventilators. We have organizations which are also giving a kind of a medical help to the medical institutions to help the people in this kind of a system. So if we talk about the objective of business, it is not just earning profit. They have a social perspective also. So we will be introducing you to all these things when we'll be going through this. Then we'll be also talking about the funding, because without funding, nothing can be done. So how the different funding takes place, and you will have a relation with the other subjects also over here with the same funding. Your accounts and everything will come, interrelated. Then we'll talk about international business, that we are not just concerned about the business which is taking place in our national boundaries, but it is internationally as well. So we'll be talking about those also. So we'll just be taking you through all these things in grade 11. And then we move on to grade 12, where I would like Arushi ma'am to just take you through grade 12 through this.
Yes, thank you, Sadia ma'am. So grade 12 business studies is more about management. We all know, we've all been listening to the word time management since a long time, especially during grade 10. We talk about managing, let's say, a household, for instance, now how to manage things. So management is a very ubiquitous word, I would say. So how management of a business enterprise really takes place? How do you ensure that all the physical resources, all the human resources, all the material resources, all the financial resources are brought together, and hence you help in running a business enterprise? Now, a very interesting thing over here is that the business studies course of management also helps you as an individual develop some self-management skills. Because management as a process, though during the course, we study it with a specific perspective of a business enterprise, but a lot of elements that you can imbibe in your daily lives also. So we start with what the basics of management are, and why do we at all need to manage and ensure coordination in activities. So we also take you down a bit of the history, wherein there are thinkers, classical thinkers, Henry Fayol and F.W. Taylor, who have given certain theories and principles of management. We move on to the various enterprise management functions that exist, and there is a specialized, let's say, a corporate management focus on finance and marketing. You must have heard about let's say someone elder in your house, or your seniors or your cousins, doing a specialization in MBA or BBA in finance and marketing. So the second aspect of corporate management focuses on those areas of finance and marketing. So largely grade 12 course is what it looks like. And majorly, if you see towards the bottom of the screen, there is a special focus on business environment. This is what we started, this is what Sadia ma'am started the introduction with. Business is a very important constituent of the society. So how is it that the business is influenced, and how is it that the business influences the different elements of the society? This is also we take up, and it is very interesting. Yes. Over to you, Sadia ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. And one more thing I would like to add, and then I will just move on to Ananya, and she'll going to share her experiences. Here, if we are talking about business studies, the best part over here is that it is not just theory that you just have to learn and the points that you have to write. It's very interesting. It's like, a practical subject where you will be basically taking out things from the cases. We will be giving you real life cases, and we will be giving you a lot of cases from organizations, the cases which relate to the environment. And out of those cases, you have to take out the contents that you will be studying. So it becomes very, very interesting for the students to, find out the answers from the cases, relate themselves to the cases. So it is not just theory that you have to keep on learning and just putting it on paper. It's something where a lot of application is involved. And this is something which all the students really enjoy. So I will just now ask Ananya to take over and share her experiences with you. Yes, Ananya, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sadhya ma'am. So, if I were to
Can you just
highlight
be a
my
bit
learning-
louder? Ananya, I think you become louder. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Am I audible? Am I audible now, ma'am?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So if I were to highlight my learnings throughout grade 11 and 12, I would say, first of all, there's a lot of technical knowledge that you gain when you study business studies, right? So these are like, you learn terminologies and concepts that you usually don't deal with in day-to-day life. And this subject introduces to a lot of different aspects of the business environment in general that you usually, pick up in your day-to-day life. So while you're reading the newspaper, you usually introduced to political concepts, social concepts, etc. But when you study business studies, there are lots of different aspects like finance, market, which are very important
Ananya?
and interesting.
Ananya, your voice is still,
Yes.
not really clear.
Not clear?
Yeah, if you just a little, so that because you're sharing, and I want all the students to really get the clarity
Right.
of what you're
I
saying.
can just
I think you'll have to go to the settings and set up your audio.
Because your experience is extremely resourceful for the batch who's contemplating on making that decision.
Right, ma'am. Absolutely.
Thank you, Ananya.
Am I clear now?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Is it
perfect.
better?
Perfect.
Thanks, Ananya. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Can we
ma'am.
have you starting from your learnings from the part?
Sure.
Okay, thank
So,
you.
the first aspect which is really important in my life throughout grade 11 and 12 is, of course, the technical knowledge that I've gained. Right. So usually when you're reading the newspaper, you do get accustomed to reading political terms or different economic terms, right? And when you study business studies, you get a deeper understanding into a lot of aspects of the economy that you wouldn't otherwise pick up and try to understand. So when you study business studies in grade 11 and 12, you kind of a technical background for a lot of different concepts. And that further enhances your understanding of the different economic affairs going on in the nation and nationally. So, I mean, the other day, I realized this specifically when I was watching an economic news channel the other day. And there were lots of concepts that otherwise, if I wouldn't have taken the subject up, I wouldn't have understood. For example, it spoke about debentures, it spoke about interest rates, things like that, which I got to know because of my study of business studies in grade 11 and 12. Secondly, as Mahesh has mentioned earlier, there is a lot of real life application of the subject. So, if you take the principles of management, for example, you can apply all of that quickly. I know that a lot of you have worked on Kafila, and there are certain unstated rules that we follow. But when you study business studies, you'll actually get to see that there is a scientific basis for all of this, and there are theorists who have thought about this and put all of this in a framework. So this just guides you as to how you can apply all of these various principles or theories in real life. And so, as Arushi ma'am said earlier, how you could apply all of this in your personal life. It helps you manage your affairs and your daily life much easier as well. Secondly, you get a better understanding of the business environment in general, right? So you get to know about all the economic stimulus that's taking place in the nation. You get to understand a lot of that much more. If I move on to my challenges, one big problem that I faced was the initial adjustment to the subject, because you're looking at a completely fresh set terminology. You're looking at technical terms that you're using that you don't use in your daily life. So it took a while for me to understand all of that and to kind of imbibe all of that in my own vocabulary. Secondly, business studies can be a very theory heavy subject. So you need to really figure out how you're going to tackle the syllabus, how you're going to study. And if you want, like, I could help some of you out with it, how you can, kind of move forward with the syllabus. But you have to be extremely disciplined and organized and kind of break your syllabus up in a way that you can pay equal attention to all your topics, because it can be very theory heavy, and people usually do is they leave it to the last minute, and then they go through immense, they feel immense pressure while they're studying. And it's such an interesting subject that you should enjoy it. You shouldn't see it as a burden. In fact, I saw a lot of my batchmates kind of struggling with this one aspect of time management and discipline. Um, Another thing is, some of you find it a little dry and repetitive. That's because a lot of students do is they restrict themselves to the knowledge present in the book. But what you have to do is you have to go beyond the book and actually look at the practical applications of the subject. Then it becomes a lot more interesting. So start conversations with your parents, with your seniors, people involved in the profession, reading, start looking at TED Talks, things like that, and actually develop an interest for, business in general. Otherwise, if you just restrict yourself to the NCERT book, there isn't, you might not have as much fun. But when you actually start connecting it to real life situations and other people's life, you start looking at success stories of a lot of industrialists, and you start reading up about aspects of business, it becomes extremely interesting. Some of the key highlights for me were, of course, the biggest highlight for me was my business studies project, because it actually helped me apply what I'd learned into a real life topic that I was very interested in. So my grade 12 business studies project was on child labor laws. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm interested in pursuing law. So they felt it to the topic business environment. And I started working this project in grade 11, which I would recommend that all of you do as well, because then you get a lot of time for research and things like that. So I studied about the various aspects of child labor law, how it's kind of used by different business people in their day-to-day life, and how we can actually tackle the situation. I actually went out, spoke to shopkeepers, usually the micro, medium industries, enterprises. They're the enterprises that actually hire child labor. So I went to various shops, took interviews, spoke to various child laborers, spoke to lawyers, and this was a project that I could further use in my college applications as well, because it was well researched, and I could get a letter from Sanjukta ma'am and ma'am that I had actually done it. Another interesting highlight for me was that business studies is, you'll see a lot of business studies overlapping into your other subjects, like up commerce. And it's very important if you plan on taking up accountancy. So your grade 11 business studies syllabus is very important, grade 12 accountancy. And if you've done your theory part well, grade 11, you'll see that accountancy becomes easier in grade 12 because you already have an understanding. So people usually neglect grade 11 and they take it easily. But what people don't understand is it's such an important year to build up your basics. And the foundation for grade 12 is built on the grade 11 foundation. So I would suggest that if any of you is interested in taking up accountancy, you must take up business studies, because you will cover a lot of partnership, like forms of organization, which is partnership in companies. And you would study all of that in accountancy in grade 12 next year. Another good thing for all of you is, if you actually understand the fact, if you understand the concepts, it's a very high scoring subject. It's actually one of the subjects you can look at scoring 100 on 100. Because there are certain ways that Arushi ma'am and Sadhya ma'am would guide you to write the paper, and it's very easy to crack a business study paper. So all of you can look at business studies as a subject to boost your overall grade. Another very interesting part is that it's such a multidisciplinary subject. So I had psychology, and there were lots of acts and concepts of psychology that I actually studied in business studies again. So if, say, you had the hierarchy of needs, or say you had topics like communication, all of that which came up in management again, all of these subjects are already studied in psychology. You're going to see aspects from sociology, from politics. So it's very interesting. From law, you're going to read up about the Consumer Protection Act or the Indian Partnership Act or the Companies Act. It's interesting to see how all of these different subjects kind of come together and form that one big body of business studies. Because of course, you have to business is related to a lot of different things, and a lot of different parts of the environment influence business. So you must study all of that. And lastly, I would say that the study of business studies is a lot of fun. There's something that everyone can find interesting. So if you're interested in the creative aspect or the psychological aspect, you're very interested in going into marketing and looking at things like advertising, consumer psychology, or HR, for example. If you're interested in numbers or finance, you would like to go into accounting, financial management, things like that. If you feel like you have good people skills, you can look at administration, things like that. So I feel like their business studies has a bit to offer everyone. Yeah. Can we move
Okay,
on?
thank you, Ananya. Can you just take us through the future prospects also for them, little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you to this slide.
Right. So as I said, business studies opens up a lot of options for you. You can take up lots of things like management. You can go into accounting, the mainstream commerce subjects. But you can also, if you're not, if you don't want to do core commerce, you can also look at things like politics or journalism or communication, things related to the environment. I, for myself, can speak for law. So I said as I was interested in pursuing law, there were lots of different parts of various acts and various legislations that I learned about, which actually enhanced my interest in tech. You can also look at taking up management as a very good prospect in the future. Study of management is very, very interesting, but you always have the option of switching streams if you have business studies, right? Yeah, and it's very, again, as I said, if you want to take up chartered accountancy, as someone said here, it's very important that you study business studies. Can we move on to the next slide, ma'am? Right. So as you can see, lots of schools of management that you can look at applying to. They look at your grade 10, grade 12 marks, but there are also lots of entrance exams for management institutes that you look at. More or less, most good management institutions have entrance examinations. I covered a bit of that later. Can we move on to the next slide, ma'am? And I'm sure Nitina ma'am and Savneet ma'am would be able to help you better in this.
We will be giving these slides along with the PPT, and we'll be sharing this with the students so they can go through all this in detail if they wish to, and they can also get an idea about the future prospects. And of course, we have the CGC with them for further guidance. Okay, so now we move on.
Ma'am, one thing I'd like to cover with them is
should I move on to us
for management institutions?
Okay.
Just 1 point, 1 or 2 points. So, for example, for the IIM Indore or IIM Rohtak management institutions, where they do an integrated course, BBA and MBA, you have something called the IPM, and you will have entrance tests on the similar format. So, for all of those tests, it's very important that you focus on areas like mathematics, arithmetical application of business. You look at logical reasoning, spatial reasoning, critical reasoning. You look at areas like English. Another thing is, please read your newspapers very carefully, because all of these entrance exams will have a portion of GK as well. So I'd say utilize this time that you have to research about these entrance examinations and start preparing for them like from grade 11, because grade you're going to have a lot of things. You're going to have projects. You're going to have different examinations that you have to keep giving, practice tests and things like that. So 11 is relatively more relaxed, and you can afford to give your complete attention to these entrance examinations. And let me tell you, it's highly competitive. So you would want to put a game to actually ace these tests. And if some of you are looking at applying abroad, they also have entrance exam management. So for example, if you're looking at a University of Oxford, you would have what's called the TSA or the thinking skills assessment. And that would, again, that two portions, you'll have to give an MCQ based test based on critical reasoning, spatial reasoning, things like that. And it would have a writing component, which would require you to write an essay about topics like ethical consumerism or capitalism, or your responsibility as a consumer, what makes someone a successful leader. So for that, I must tell you that you must start reading a lot. I can't stress this enough. Like, start reading newspapers and books. Like, take a list of books from me. Like, I can recommend books to you, or from ma'am. I think that's very important to start on that right now.
Thanks, Ananya. I would just like to bring this in. Thank you. You said all that we continue saying to our grade 11s of the time when they come into how they have to, invest this time. We are in the coming 2 or 3 days are populating a list of books, Ananya, that students can start referring to and look at logical reasoning and aptitude, and math up till grade 10 is a requirement. So would be a great idea if you could also write into the books that you refer to, and we'll populate all of that. We're just putting all the resource together so that they can see online and start getting into that bit. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, Shashi ma'am, you were saying something.
No, yes. Ananya, it is so important. Firstly, you're brilliant, but hold that mic closer to your mouth.
Ma'am. Yes.
Hold it. There is some flaw in your audio which is taking away some percentage of the efficacy of all that you're saying or doing. Is there something, have you checked? There is something with the mic, because everyone else's mic is working fine. Only yours is not, and so I'm wondering. It's even better if it's closer. Yeah, that's all. That's all. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll close, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Sure, please go ahead.
Yeah, so like Ananya Devi said, that there are a lot of different aspects to business. So like she was stressing a little bit upon management and other different ones. So for example, if we have finance, and if we look at marketing, there are some skills that are required for marketing as well. That's a totally different aspect of business studies. For example, if you need creative skills, right? You need to be a little more creative and imaginative in a field like marketing, where you create presentations and help market different products. So my question is that will this syllabus in grade 11 and 12 cover that area of creative thinking?
Would you like
Okay,
to answer? Ananya?
Okay, sure, Sadhya ma'am.
I was asking Ananya if she wanted to answer.
Yeah, sure.
Firstly, there is a lot more to marketing, just creative thinking. There are lots and lots of aspects that go into marketing. In fact, like pricing or studying your target audience or consumer psychology, as I mentioned before, all of that comes in as well. So you can't really cover all of that in grade 12. You do touch on all aspects, but things like creative thinking, these are soft skills that you have to develop on your own.
Okay.
So if you are interested in pursuing that field, if you're interested in developing your creative skills, I think you should take that up on a personal level. You won't really cover that in the subject per se. And also, if you're interested in marketing specifically, you can take that up later as your studies come up. But in grade 11 and 12, you will basically be touching upon all the aspects, really go in depth into something like one field, like marketing and creative thinking within marketing.
Yes, can I add something over here? Yes, thank you, Ananya. Like what he is asking over here, I would like to suggest him one more thing, that you can show your creativity through the projects like we have in our grade 12. And you can just be so creative as you want with the projects. You can take up a kind of a product, devise a logo for it, devise a kind of a rhythmic kind of a promotional kind of a campaign for it. So it's just up to you. But yes, definitely as far as the theory is concerned, we are going to touch up all the things. But again, we'll let your creativity at large, where we will let you make projects, choose the topic and the way you want to project it. So it's something where you can show your creativity over there. So it's really interesting when you do that. So we had a lot of students who had taken up so many different products. They had done it so creatively, and we will show you some samples of the projects, and you'll be like surprised to see what kind of creative work they have shown. So we'll be taking you through that also when you take up this subject. Okay.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Arushi,
And
would you
just
like to add something?
More or less, both you and Ananya have covered that I actually wanted to say.
Okay.
So yeah, so what I have understood from his query, so the fact that specialization happens as and when you proceed with your higher studies. So in your, for instance, while I was doing my graduation in commerce, each of the chapters, or not each of the chapters, but let's say marketing and finance got further divided into 2 or 3 separate field of papers. Then further, if you feel like further pursuing these courses, then you can, you know, maybe take an online course, or maybe even enroll yourself for a regular course as a master's program or a diploma program. That entirely depends on your field of interest at that point in time. But one thing that I'd like to say is, see, how deep the waters are, you will not be really able to test them unless you jump in the water. So your interests also develop over a period of time. You start having a different sort of notion and presumptions and expectations. But as and when you dwell with the course, you broaden your perspectives, and there are more ideas coming up. So the engagement happens over a period of time.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else with any other query or question? No one has a question.
Can you just give a few examples of the different projects that you took up in grade 12?
Okay. Yes, Ananya, would you like to put a light on the projects, the choices that the students have?
So your grade 12 projects are supposed to be felted with one of the chapters you've done in grade 12. So we have financial markets that you can look at. You have marketing, you have business environment, you have principles of management. My project was based on business environment. It was based on child labor laws. A lot of my friends did projects on marketing. So they basically had to create a product and create the entire marketing plan for that. Then lots of students did their project on financial markets, where they had to actually kind of invest a bit of invest in the stock market and look at the secondary market as a financial market. Then lots of people did it on principal management, where they studied about various organizations. They took surveys and they compared various organizations and saw if the application of the principles is there or not. Right.
So
then people did. Yeah. No, ma'am, please continue.
Okay, so basically we have 4 topics for you to choose from. You can take up from business environment, then you have principles, then you have a financial management. Suppose you're interested in stock market and all these things, so you will do a kind of a, simulated trading also. And then you also have marketing management, where you will be basically doing a survey, conducting a survey on the product, devising a logo for it. Then you will be making a promotional campaign for it and trying to promote the sales of the product and do a lot of research on it. So you have to choose from one of the 4 topics that is over there. So it's very interesting. Once you just get into this, we'll just take you through all these things. You'll really like it. So it's like we'll talk about all of them, and then we'll let it to you to choose from all 4 of them. One topic only you have to do. Okay. Anyone else having any other question? So I guess we can proceed now. Okay, so we move on to Nitina ma'am. Would you like to add something?
I just hope, because most of them I cannot see on the video. So I hope, I know we are holding you from lunch, but I hope you all are there.
You can see Arjuna. Hi, Arjuna.
Raghav, Rudra.
Can you see me? Rudra. Arjuna, I can see. I can't see the others. Yes.
I would really like that if all of you could just, that lights up as the screen when the anchors and your student mentor is speaking. So it'll be lovely. No, I have no comments as of now, but we will be happy to take up questions if students have. Ma'am, you can proceed, definitely.
So anyone having any other question, please? So can we
I just have a remark. I just have a remark, Sadia.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks
Yes,
to the lovely student mentor and guide. Thank you so much, Ananya. That was
You're
absolutely
welcome, ma'am.
brilliant.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so let's move on to a very interesting activity which we have for our 11th graders over here. We are talking about the reflective exercise, and can I have Arushi ma'am to just put light on this reflective exercise?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So this reflective exercise, we expect you all to do it in groups. Now, before getting into the division of groups, I'll give you a brief about what this activity is all about. So all of us have been experiencing the lockdown, and the reason being the outbreak of the coronavirus. So as I also mentioned in the beginning, the businesses have been affected. What should I say? So there are a lot of businesses, right from small scale to large scale, irrespective of what kind of products and services that they offer. Every kind of business, every kind of economic activity has borne the brunt of this outbreak. So in this reflective exercise, we want you all to think about all the businesses that were serving your basic needs, that were making life easier for you by providing various products and services. Now, owing to the lockdown, owing to the countries sealing their borders, owing to the production in the various facilities, except for obviously the essentials, the hygiene and medical products, most of the other businesses have been shut down. So now, in the wake of these recent changes, we want you all to think and recognize the alternative ways that businesses are taking up for survival. For instance, for the ones that have been shut down, have you come across any news article or any conversation in the panel discussions in the news wherein they talk about strategies on how to look at business after or the post COVID-19 world? What are the plans that they're doing? So see, this is a point in time wherein all the businesses are, if I can say, in a reboot kind of phase. So some of them are still functional. So what are the strategies that they have devised to survive? Have they come up with any creative alternatives? For instance, I can give you an example. There's a company, ITC. So ITC is a company that provides us with products like Ashirwad Atta, Yippee Noodles, and Sunfeast biscuits. ITC, it's the same company that also has the brand of clothing, Will's Lifestyle. Then we have the ITC Moria Hotels. Now ITC has gotten into an alliance with Domino's. It's a very creative way wherein they have utilized this present scenario as an opportunity. So because ITC is strong in producing those essentials and it wants to reach out to the various consumers all across the country, and Domino's over here has a strong delivery system. Domino's is well known and well reputed for its deliveries. So this is an alliance which has come up. So next time when you log into the Domino's app or the Domino's website, you would also see a tab which says Domino's Essentials. So you can place order for the ITC food essentials and Domino's delivery system will deliver those products at your place. So this is a creative way wherein businesses are using, whatever opportunities that they have to survive. So these are the various aspects that we want you to look at. How is it that they plan to bounce back? What are the difficulties that they are facing? Especially the small and medium enterprises, the ones that do not have so many resources at their disposal. What does the future look like for them? With the migrant laborers facing so many difficulties, what will happen to these businesses if the laborers do not return back? Are we looking at training the workforce again for some skills? What is it that the businesses would really be, strategizing and planning for the future? Because all the plans that they had up till now have undergone a drastic change. So we want you all to gather suitable examples also that would support your thoughts on that. Am I clear with what the exercise is?
Yes, everyone is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
so what you can do is you can just take up one company, or you can just take up one product or only one thing, and you can do a case study on it. And what we suggest you is that you people, choose, kind of divide yourself into groups and choose a leader. And you all just, kind of give your kind of the results to him, and he's going to collate it and he is going to email us. So you can just do it like this. So we want a group effort over here. So you can just together kind of decide one company, one product, and collect the data and pass it on to us through one representative of yours. So this is how we can have it done. So can we have a yes from everyone for this reflective exercise?
I'm guessing we have.
Yes?
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
Okay. So you need to decide.
We have 28 students right now.
Yes.
We have 28 students right now.
Okay. So I'll just stop sharing my screen.
Yeah.
I'll just stop sharing my screen so that we can see who all are there, and we can just chalk out the groups, and we can see who is voluntarily becoming the leader, so that the whole reflective exercise can be done.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ma'am, is it necessary to everyone have a single product, like 2 or more people can go
No,
on?
it's your choice. If you want to go for more, we are more than happy with that. If you want to go for more companies, if you want to go for more than one product, it's fine. It's okay with us. It's good, in fact. So, so how many students do we have? We have around 28. Okay. So can you all just divide yourself into groups?
We can divide them into.
There are 26 students.
So, ma'am, can I have make a suggestion in terms? It'll be easier if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So they count, and they know the ones are in one group, the twos are in the second. That will make it easier. And also for students, I know that few of you are just thinking about taking business studies or not, but this exercise is very interesting. So just engage in it, because it's so nice. I mean, you'll really enjoy doing it. So just go ahead and do this exercise, right? So we can begin with Arshia. Arshia, 1. Arjun?
2.
Lakshit?
3.
Karman?
4.
Paridhi? Chetan? Spriha?
3.
Devansh?
4.
Utpal?
1.
Diya?
2.
Good. Rudra?
3.
Pranav?
4.
Raghav?
1.
Anya? Purvi? Purvi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So your group is 3. Right, Purvi? Hirul? Sorry? Hirul?
4.
Niyashi,
1.
Navya,
2.
Kritika,
3.
Prateek,
4.
Pranjal, Pranjal,
1.
Dhruv,
2.
Soham.
3.
Sorry for that. 3, yeah. Have I missed out on anyone or I covered everyone? Is everyone covered?
Yes.
Yes, right.
So you can just choose a leader
If you
from
know
your
now
own
which
group. I think in every group we can fix up one person, or they can choose a leader themselves if they want. So you all know your own groups, so you can just decide who is going to collate the data and who is going to email us. Fine. So how did you like the orientation, everyone? Did you get a glimpse of the subject?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Ma'am, I had a doubt. One thing that you can send the PPT to us.
Definitely. Once the session is over, we'll be forwarding. Yes.
Yeah. After all the orientations, the PPT is sent to you and your parents, and also a Google form is sent to you. So would really appreciate if all of you just takes a minute, but that will only help us make your experience better of using the platform. So just ensure that you fill that in, right? And so that you're giving closure to each orientation by filling in that Google form, and also by and we shall be of course sharing the presentation with you. The CGC will share that with the parents as well.
Okay, and we would like to thank Ananya Meghani. I cannot see her. I don't know where she is, but she is there with us. So I would like, yes, Ananya, thank you so
We all
much.
have to. You all have to do that silent, this thing, the flowers for Ananya. You were brilliant.
Yes.
And of course, you have to continue being their mentor. And all of you, just feel free to write to Ananya for your queries, your doubts about anything, because she's just finished studying the grade 11th and 12th. So she'll be someone who's out there, right there to help you, easy to reach out. So just reach out to her and have a conversation, send an email. Thank you, Ananya. As always, you were brilliant.
Okay, thank you, Ananya. Thank you so much.
Any specific doubts about projects, if I could help you out, how I want to study, proceed with any of that, I can help out. I can share my email ID with you, and you can just write into me whenever you feel like.
Yes, so if you have any doubt, any queries, you have Ananya with you for contacting her and clarification of any doubt whatsoever. So anything else? Arushima, would you like to add something?
Yeah, I just wanted to add regarding the reflective exercise. So I hope everybody has taken down Sadia ma'am and mine email address that was flashing on the screen, or do you want us to flash the screen again?
Ma'am would request if in the chat box you both can type, because I am not able to type anything in the chat box. My message will only go to Sadia ma'am. So if Sadia ma'am can, and you can just send, put your email ID in the chat box, the students will just be able to type that.
Okay.
Sadia ma'am, you'll have to change the settings in the chat.
Sorry, Arushi, I just wanted to add to what Nichana said. If you can just put your email IDs for you and Sadia, for both of you, in the presentation, that will go to the students, so it will be easier for them.
Yes, we have already done it. It's there in the reflective exercise, and we will be sharing the presentation once the session is over. So they will definitely get an access to our email IDs. So I think just once this is over, we'll be sharing the PPT with them. So they can also go through all the CGC slides also for further reference, and they can also go through the syllabus, everything. So we have both our email IDs.
Yes. Ananya, you also add your email ID in the presentation. It will be easier for students to reach out to you as well, right?
Yes. Okay. So can we just end this meeting now?
Yeah,
Thank you,
just
ma'am.
before ending the meeting, who's cooked lunch today? Who's cooked lunch? You had time today, grade 11. You had one orientation in the morning and then now. So who helped the mom cooking lunch? What special? Has someone cooked? Because Savneeta ma'am and I, we are waiting. When the school starts, we're going to get some nice, yummy food from all of you. The entitled lot, huh? No one has cooked anything today. Chetan?
Yeah, but there was someone who was saying that he is very busy helping his mom. Who was that? Someone's Soham. Yes, Soham.
Yes, ma'am. But I didn't help my mom today.
Oh.
But I'm expecting you all to cook something really nice and share with all of us when we are back in school. Yeah?
Ma'am, we can cook
But
some
outside
excuse.
food is not allowed in school.
Exactly, ma'am. Ma'am, we all can cook. Ma'am, we all can cook an excuse for you, ma'am.
देखो, just look at it. बहाने. ऐसे ही आपको भी आरुषि मैम, सादिया मैम बहाने आने वाले हैं. जैसे हमारे को आ रहे हैं ना.
मैम ऐसा नहीं, अच्छे बच्चे हैं.
And we'll all cook an excuse for not doing our homework.
No excuses. This is actually an interesting exercise what
Yes,
ma'am has given, and it's so practical. You will enjoy doing it. So just go ahead and do it. It's really nice.
Right now you made the groups. I didn't listen properly, so I don't know who all are there.
Pranav, I'm in your group. Can you just message me? I'll tell you.
हाँ ठीक है बढ़िया.
All right, we shall not hold you for lunch. Go enjoy a good meal. Thank you, Sadia ma'am, Arushi ma'am. Thank you so much, Ananya.
You're welcome.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, everyone. Good wishes. Be in touch. Keep smiling. Stay safe.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.